All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Justin Clark here. Going to take a look at these crypto markets this morning, do our morning market analysis. As you come on, if you'd like to let me know who you are and what part of the world you're tuning in from. Also, if you're seeing this live or on a replay, you can also let us know that. All right, we're going to look at Bitcoin this morning. And if you want market analysis like this right to your inbox or push to your smartphone, you can follow me on Facebook or X.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. If I move forward just the tiniest bit, I'm going to get some serious sun lighting. So I'm going to try to stay back here. But anyway, just the way the lights work in this morning in the office. All right. So we are going to look at Bitcoin. And for those who are kind of new to these crypto markets, the reason that we take such a close look at Bitcoin each day is because Bitcoin's a big bully, right? Whatever Bitcoin does, these altcoins, these little coins, which is what we like to trade with our system, tend to move in an exaggerated fashion. So if Bitcoin dumps 3%, these little altcoins might dump 10%. Okay, that's kind of how these markets work. It's kind of like a cheat code. So you just have to watch Bitcoin. Other markets, definitely not like this. Companies, stocks, stuff like that, they can move all independently. But yeah, Bitcoin and crypto kind of move in their own weird way. Hey, Mike, good morning. Welcome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. We're going to take a look at what's called a chart. And before I do get into that with the chart, I do want to share one thing for members of iCoinPro. If you are in iCoinPro and you want to learn how to use this chart setup that we're going to look at this morning called the MA Momentum Chart Setup, you can go into my iCoinPro training, click on Micro Profit System Part 3, and right here you can do it, the MA Momentum training. It's about a 40-minute training, and it's awesome. It teaches you exactly how to use this chart. You can really, it's a standalone module, so you can do it really at any point in your training that you're doing during the 1-week course, okay? And for those who don't know, we have a 1-week course to learn how to trade with our system. Okay, now we're looking at our software here. This is the iCoinPro trading portal. This software keeps track of everything that's going on in the crypto markets, whether things are pumping, dumping, blowing up, anything like that at all. We're like the all-seeing eye with our software. We know everything that's happening when it's happening, so we can trade it effectively with the system. So I'm going to go up here and click on this little arrow and click Load Chart Layout to bring up our MA Momentum chart setup. And let's talk about this. All right, first off, for the noobs, these red and green things are candles. They show you what's happening with the price. In this case, it's a 1-day candle. So every one of these red or green things shows the entire trading action for a day. We've also got these lines here. These are the moving averages. They show areas of resistance. And then the shaded area is called the Bollinger Band. So for just a quick overview of this, when the market is trading primarily above all of these moving averages, in particular above this light purple moving average, it means that we are potentially building up bullish momentum and almost definitely not in a bear market, okay? On the flip side, when we start trading below all of these moving averages, and in particular get stuck below this light purple moving average, we are potentially in a bear market or in building bearish momentum and almost definitely not in a bull market. And we have to process out the sellers to get back to the bullish momentum. To us as traders, we don't care if it's bullish or bearish. We can profit either way. But for you holders, yeah, you're not going to be wanting to buy when it's in this cycle and then bleed out and die. So it's really handy to have this chart. Okay, the other thing that we're watching here is what's called a potential head and shoulders pattern. So this is the left shoulder, this was the head. And then if everything goes as planned, we should form a right shoulder, and that high of the right shoulder should be less than this head at about 110K. So we're waiting to see if the market's got enough momentum to do that. The whole market's probably waiting to see that. And if we don't get moving up soon, we could, have an issue, but we'll see. So what the market needs to do is bust through and reclaim 100,000 and then set, a new high here somewhere over, 100,000, probably around 100, similar to what's over here. I think this was about 108,000-ish. And then it would retreat and come down and then potentially break down. A head and shoulders pattern is a bearish reversal pattern. It's not good. So if that's what plays out, then that's what we could get potentially. Now, if we happen to just blast off all of a sudden and bust through all these and then move and bust through 110,000, that would invalidate the head and shoulders and could get the market really excited. When you get those kind of early exits from the head and shoulders or any type of structure that the market's building, they can get the market really excited. Hey, Dean, welcome. On the flip side, if we head down and lose 90K before forming that shoulder, 89, 90K, we could really see the sellers show up. That would be an early exit to the dark side, and that would be bad. So we got to keep a close eye on 89, 90K. We're trying to stay above 95K right now. We got to reclaim 100K. So these are kind of the key resistance areas, and we'll just have to see how everything plays out. All right. As far as one other thing we want to check, which are longs and shorts. I haven't even checked these today. Okay, so we're starting to build up some more people who are going long. They're taking the bait here. Long means they're betting that Bitcoin's going up and they make money if it does. Shorts are people betting Bitcoin's going down and they make money if it does. Usually they're using leverage in these, which is very risky trading. You can blow out your account really easily. So we don't get too concerned until one of these numbers gets over 70%. So right now the longs are getting heavier. If this gets over 70% and this price action just keeps creeping lower and lower and gets down near here, and these go to 71%, 72%, that means we've got extreme kind of overconfidence in the market in one direction. And we could get what's called, a long squeeze, which would mean that the market gets squeezed out. The people who are long betting Bitcoin is going up get squeezed out of the market. In other words, liquidated, usually rapidly, and it causes a big price drop. It's kind of fun to trade. All right. Hey, Jennifer, good morning. So we do need to keep a close eye on that. That's higher than I thought it was going to be today. So we'll just have to see if that builds back up. All right. Last thing we want to take a look at is what's hot and what's not to trade right now. There was a lot of great trading yesterday. Yesterday was super fun. As far as coins to potentially trade, this is a new one, Kaito, I don't know, Kaito, Kaito USD, who knows? Anyway, it's got volume and it's got movement, so we'll put it on the list. B3, I've been trading for a while, been a lot of fun. So B3 is definitely still on my list. And it looks like I like IP, that I've been trading. Yeah, see, IP just did this 10% movement here this morning. Ondo is more subdued all the time. Yeah, that was a 3%. So definitely the coins for trading for me are Kaito, B3, and IP. Those are the ones that I'm currently keeping an eye on and keeping on my trading, watch list, the one that I'm mostly watching. All right, so those are the coins. And of course, our trackers may find other coins to trade. So, just let the software do its work. It just pings your phone like it just did. In fact, we'll do this again. Oh, make sure if you're a member, make sure to clear your lists. Generally, you can do it once every, 24 hours, sometimes more than that. If you hear that beeping sound, that's my phone. Let me know that this is a coin that's potentially starting to set up into a trade. And so I've got, some price alerts to just track it as it starts to trade lower and lower. And it could be setting up into a potential trade for us. So That's all I've got today. Again, the hot coins, Kaido, B3, and IP are the ones we're going to be looking at trading. And again, for those who don't know this system, we're not looking at investing in these coins. We trade them. We have a very specific way that we trade. So if you want to learn how to trade these crypto markets, you can do our free boot camp. Just get back with the person who introduced you to iCoinPro or shared this video with you. And you can do that boot camp. It takes you about 40 minutes, and it's amazing what you can learn in 40 minutes. Also, if you like that, there's a 1-week course you can do to learn how to trade with the system. And again, if you want market analysis like this, pretty much to your, on the daily, push to your inbox or to your smartphone, you can just follow me on Facebook or x.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day, and let's see what happens today in these kind of crazy crypto markets sometimes. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.